In this video, I'm going to expose the most dangerous trampoline parks in the world to see which one's the worst.
Do not enter, you could get hurt.
We're talking terrible reviews, dangerous equipment, and dirty foam pits. I am on a mission to prove that just because a trampoline park is the most popular doesn't always make it the best.
I'm not sure if I want to use that anyway. The pit looks shallow.
And I'll be rating my experience on how cool the park looks, how safe the equipment is, and how much fun I have. Starting with
Sky Zone. I'm extremely nervous to go in this place because it only has a 1.4 star rating. On top of that, almost every single kid in America has been to one of these. And if you have, some of these horrible reviews might sound familiar.
Our goal for the day is to test and rate the park amenities, test the reviews to see if they're true or false, and expose how dangerous the park is.
The first review is from Mike H. Quote, "This park should be closed. The airbag and air tracks are deflated. Don't use the stunt fall. You will bottom out. 1 star. This is so scary. I don't know if we should go in there.
Oh yeah, we should definitely not go in there.
This place has bad reviews and they keep getting worse." The next one is from Anna C. Quote, "I give this place 1 star if it were possible. The trampolines have metal springs exposed where the basketball dunk area is, and my son was inches away from going to the hospital."
If I land on a trampoline spring that's exposed, I'm never going to a trampoline park again.
The next review is from Kenny B. Quote, "Foam pit is gross. I got pit dust in my eyes and couldn't get it out. There's so much dust at the bottom of the pit, I doubt it's ever been cleaned. Also, a few of the blocks are wet. Not sure if there's a leak in the roof or if it's something else. Plus, when I was climbing out, I saw a real life mouse in the pit blocks. 1 star. Guys, if we see a mouse in here right now, I've never seen a mouse in a foam pit. That would be disgusting." After reading those reviews, I don't know if I want to go in here, but I think it's time we go check it out.
We went inside and bought the cheapest jumping pass, and we were forced to buy socks.
$68.44. That's steep.
Now that our socks are on, it's time to go test the park.
Before we can go in, we have to sign a super long waiver. It must be super dangerous if they won't let us in without signing this. Oh my gosh, this park is huge. Literally, they have an obstacle course right here, an entire trampoline court, and a super tramp over there. This place is actually huge.
The obstacle course looked super fun, so my brother and I decided to race.
Ooh, the first thing we're gonna try out is this crazy obstacle course. We're gonna see who can complete it the fastest. I'll go first, I'm that confident.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, I can make this. Oh my gosh, I gotta go on this beam. Oh my gosh, oh, that's so wobbly, that's so wobbly. I'm gonna make it all the way to the end. Boom, let's go. That was actually pretty fast, I did my best.
Sure got 7 seconds.
You're not gonna beat that, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's so good. He's going, sir, no way. No way, almost go, boom.
Oh, let's go. I definitely beat Short. There's no way he got a faster time.
That was actually pretty quick, but you fell off at the end, so doesn't count. Looks like I won.
That was extremely fun, but it was a little wobbly. So we're gonna have to give it 3.5 stars. I think we should go try out the slide and see who can go down the fastest.
Oh yeah, that is actually one of the biggest attractions in here. Let's go check it out. Oh, wait. Attraction is closed? They did not say that at the front when we bought the wristbands. You don't even get all the attractions in here?
Honestly, that's not worth the money we paid.
Well, since it's shut, I'm gonna have to give this 1 star because I can't give it 0.
I totally agree.
Let's check the other amenities out, like maybe the Ninja Warrior Warp Wall. We're gonna see who can make it to the top of the wall the fastest.
Get out of my way, I'm going first.
Oh, boom, dude. We're gonna count it from when his hands touched the top of the wall, which was only 2.3 seconds. That is crazy. Hopefully I can go faster. But one of the problems is this wall doesn't even have grip everywhere, so you could completely slip. No wonder this place only has 1 star. Let's try this. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. How do I get down? Oh.
I can't believe you made it.
Oh my gosh, how do you get down from here?
You gotta slide down the pole, it's gonna burn your hands.
I can't, how did you get down?
Slide? What do you mean, how'd I get down? Just go, just hold your weight. See? I told you he's gonna drop.
Honestly, with the rips on the wall and how you have to get down, I get this warped wall 2 stars.
Well, I beat your time, and this wall's not the best. I give it 2 stars.
All right, there's still a ton of other attractions in this park, and we need to test everything before we can determine what the total rating is for this park. Where should we go next?
Wait, Shark, is that a couch?
Oh my gosh, guys, this is supposed to be safety padding for the wall. And there's wood exposed. I literally do not know how they could just leave it like that. That is not safe at all. Honestly, maybe some of the reviews are true. Let's keep searching. Next, we're gonna try out the basketball dunking area. And this is one of my favorite parts at a park, so I know exactly how it should be in order for it to get a high rating. Let's see who can do the best dunk.
Probably me.
I'll go first because you went first last time, and I think I'm better at dunking.
All right, good luck, Sharky. Come on, Shark boy.
Oh. Let's go.
Not impressed. Let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Oh. Oh. Okay, I gave him a little boost, but his dunk was cooler. And honestly, I did like the basketball dunking area, but the trampolines were just a tiny bit saggy and the rims were a little shaky. I'm gonna have to give this 2.5 stars.
I think I agree.
And next, we're gonna go on to one of the most popular parts of a trampoline park, the dodgeball court. This is supposed to be the dodgeball area. Wait, there's no dodgeballs in here. I'm not really sure how you're supposed to play dodgeball without any balls, so I'm gonna have to give this 1 star just because I have to give it a star. And I think we should go to another part of the park.
Well, dodge this ball.
Oh! Next, we're gonna test and rate the trampoline into the foam pit and see who can bounce the highest.
Bro, do you not think there's a mouse in there?
Oh, there's definitely something in there, and the pit blocks look a little low, so hopefully it's squishy.
All right, I'll go first. Hashtag Bailey's the go.
Oh!
Straight to the bottom, ow.
Wow, doesn't look that deep. Maybe I should be careful. Here we go. In. Bro, you were not kidding. I literally just touched the bottom. That hurt so bad.
Why would I joke about that? And there's dust everywhere.
Honestly, this is probably one of the worst foam pits ever, and that trampoline wasn't that bouncy. I'm gonna give this 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I think I agree. Let's get out of here.
After all the stuff that we've tested so far, I'm not sure if I wanna go on any other stuff in here because it's super dangerous and not that safe. But nevertheless, we're gonna try out the swing into the foam pit. And you did go first last time, but please go first again. I'm scared.
Are you kidding me? Get a zoom in on that. You think I'm going there first?
What is that, Crater Lake in Oregon? That's deep. This looks so dangerous. Look at the wires. Look at the chains hanging. I don't know if you should be trying this. Don't use the swings.
All right.
Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh.
Help me out, Shark, hurry. Help.
Yeah, honestly, because he tested that, I don't even know if I should test that.
Bro, is that a spider?
Oh my gosh, it is. But if we're gonna accurately test everything, I need to try the other swing because that's a completely different side of the pit and a tire up. I'm scared, but I gotta do it.
Dive into the waters.
Oh, my sweaty paws slipped. That hurt so bad. And there's dust everywhere in here. I'm gonna give the swings 1.5 stars.
Oh, you sweaty beast.
Are you kidding me? The zip line is closed. Another attraction closed. I'm not sure if I want to use that anyway. The pit looks shallow. Come on, another thing. All right, let's keep looking. What else they got? Next, we're gonna test out this super tramp. I'm a little scared already because I can literally see this right here.
Y'all think that's sus?
Well, it looks like he doesn't care that the trampoline is messed up, but that's part of the reason this place has 1 star. But it's time to test this thing out and see how bouncy it is, and hopefully I don't bottom out. Watch out.
You go first, I'll go second.
All right. Oh my gosh, this thing is actually a lot bouncier than I thought, which is awesome. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, this thing just bounced me all the way to the roof. This is literally crazy. Whoa. Now test the pit. Ah! That thing is shallow, that hurt. You have to try it.
Now? All right.
Oh, you almost fell.
Was that good?
Yeah, this thing's actually a lot bouncier than I thought.
Oh, that's definitely the worst landing ever.
Even though this is super bouncy and like the best trampoline ever, there's all of this that shows right here. That little crevice doesn't look that safe to land in. And because it's super unsafe, but it's super fun, I'm gonna have to divide this right down the middle and give it 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
And there's a little bit more to check out before we see if these reviews are true. But so far, it's looking like it. The number one thing trampoline parks are known for is their trampoline park grid courts. So see how good the trampolines are on this thing?
How is it?
My gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a little bouncy, but the padding has some gaps in it. And if you can see, I can put my hand in this entire gap. That could have been my toe. You go.
All right.
Oh,
Well, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That was bouncier than I thought.
but what about the gap? How do you feel about that unsafety?
Well, if it's too bouncy and I over-rotate, I might land in this gap and break my fingers.
So because of the gap, I'm gonna have to give this entire court 3 stars.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that.
Now that we've officially checked out the entire park, it's time to test and rate all of the reviews.
Yeah, I think so.
The first one from Mike H says, "This park should be closed. The airbag and air tracks are deflated. Don't use the stunt fall, you will bottom out." And if you can actually see right here, the airbag has air in it. Oh wait, no it doesn't. It's actually a little deflated in the corner. And on top of that, this entire attraction is actually shut off. It could be because the airbag's deflated or because it's just that unsafe. Mike H was right about the airbags, but what about the air track?
Well, yo, this is not an air track.
Dude, I can feel the concrete underneath bottoming out. This is totally unsafe. I can't flip on this.
Dude, air track, this is just a track.
Look, and when it dips down, there's a gap in between the edge.
I don't know if this is safe to tumble on.
Yeah, Mike H's review is definitely true. That is so scary.
Well, I'm still gonna try it, watch out.
That was so deflated. I don't know how you just did that.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't bottom out, but it definitely didn't feel good on the ankles.
I think they saw Bailey bottom out on the air track. They're adding air, but it was deflated earlier. The next review is from Anna C, and she said, "I would give this place 1 star if it were possible. The trampolines have metal springs exposed where the basketball dunk area is, and my son was inches away from going to the hospital. 1 star. Well, we already went on the basketball dunk area. I didn't see any springs, but let's go double check. Come on. We're at the basketball dunk area, and I don't see any metal springs exposed, even though I see a lot of the padding is just all over the place. I even see a couple other spots where the padding is shifted a little, like here, and there's strings sticking out. But I don't see any metal springs exposed over here, so I'm gonna have to say that that review is actually false. And that just proves that not every review is true, so I wouldn't believe every review you read. But there's some other scary reviews we need to test. The next review comes from Kenny B, quote, "Foam pit is gross. I got pit dust in my eyes and couldn't get it out. There's so much dust at the bottom of the pit, I doubt it's ever been cleaned. Also, a few of the pit blocks are wet. Not sure if there's a leak in the roof or if it's something else. Plus, when I was climbing out, I saw a real-life mouse in the pit blocks. 1 star. Some of these comments are insane. We need to test if this is actually true."
What? Oh no.
Come in.
Oh,
All right, I'm looking around in here. Honestly, I haven't seen a mouse yet.
bro, look at that nasty dust.
Let me reach for one. Maybe I'll find a,
What, did you get something?
bro. What? This block is wet. You get out, get out, get out. While part of Kenny B's review was true, half of it was not. So I'm gonna say it's false. Time to test some more. The next review comes from Karen K, quote, "The trampolines had rips and holes. Multiple trampolines had tears or soft spots that made it feel like you could fall through. Huge safety hazard, would leave 0 stars if possible. 1 star. They would have left absolutely none, but they had to leave 1. I haven't seen a hole in a trampoline here yet, but maybe we should go look. All right, we just got to the trampoline park court. It's time to see if there's any holes on the trampoline beds. I don't see any on this. Wait, what about this?
Nah, it's a piece of dust.
Ah, it's not dust. The thing is ripping up a little, but no holes. I got to keep looking.
I'll look that way.
Yeah, I'm looking really closely. I don't see any holes in this entire park. Well, Karen was wrong. There were no holes in any of the trampolines, and none of them had soft spots because this park probably replaces them anytime they're not good, which means Karen's review is false. Definitely a Karen for leaving that. The next review comes from Bethany S, quote, "There were no staff supervising the jumpers. Kids were doing backflips and fighting and not a single employee stepped in. No safety enforcement at all. 1 star. Bethany must have been extremely mad about that, and there are kids running around everywhere, and I don't see that many staffers.
If anything, I think there's parents doing more of the staff work than the staff.
They just showed me that they're subscribed.
And we follow on TikTok.
Also follow on TikTok. You guys are legends. Let's go. Appreciate it.
I see you on YouTube.
Let's go. Subscribe. Now there's still one more review for us to check out to see if this place is safe for all these kids. Our final review at the most popular trampoline park in all of America comes from Janet H. He or she said, quote, "Don't use slides. They are unsafe. The entire thing shakes from the top. Not sure if it should be called the Leaning Tower of Pisa or the Tower of Terror or something else. But it should not be called a slide. 1 star," end quote. Clearly, Janet was very mad at the slide wobbling, and that's probably why the entire attraction is closed off.
Yeah, I think she's right.
It's probably for everybody's safety that this thing is shut. And after testing this entire park out and seeing which reviews were true and false, I'm really scared to go on to the next park because it's even worse. What? Okay, I think I've seen enough here. Time to go check out the next park. Urban Air. Some of the reviews from this place are so bad, I'm scared to go in there.
They're so bad that if we do, we might not make it out.
Nevertheless, that's what we're getting ourselves into. Starting out with review number 1. From Aaron C, quote, "I saw kids getting double bounced into the walls. No safety nets or padding. One kid slammed into a wall and no one helped. No padding at all where it should have been. 1 star. Guys, a trampoline park should be covered in padding because there's trampolines everywhere. What are we gonna do, jump on it and land on wood or metal?"
I don't know, but if you double bounce me, I might.
The next review is from Haley B, quote, "They let way too many people in. Total chaos. So overcrowded, we could barely move. It felt unsafe," end quote, 1 star. Now, this parking lot looks half full, but maybe that's all it takes for this to be completely full, because you could fit like 4 or 5 kids in each car. This place could be packed.
Sure, you forget, people can get dropped off here and carpool.
Oh my gosh, this place could be totally overcrowded. And speaking of overcrowded and unsafe, the next review is from Stephen S, quote, "All the safety rules are posted, but no one follows them. Signs everywhere saying no flips, but kids were doing triple backflips and staff ignored it," end quote, 1 star. That is crazy that literally the staff does not even enforce the rules. This must be total chaos. I'm scared. Should we even go in there?
I mean, if we have to.
I mean, we are testing the most popular trampoline parks in all of America, so I think it's time we go see if these reviews are true or false. Well, we just got our passes, and this actually costed more than Sky Zone, and we had to buy new socks because they won't let us wear Sky Zone socks in here. Let's check this place out. Now that we got on these overpriced socks because I couldn't reuse my Sky Zone ones, it's time to go check out all the amenities. Let's go. Oh my gosh, this is wild. They have a trampoline onto an airbag. That looks pretty fun, but we gotta test it out and see if it's bouncy and if the airbag is soft. I'll go first. Now, because the reviews say this place is super dangerous, I'm gonna check this out because this actually looks a little depleted. Is there even air inside of this?
Is that safe?
Dude, can I feel the bottom? I don't know if I should go off of the trampoline onto this, but we have to test and rate all the amenities to expose if this place is actually safe or not.
I'm not even gonna flip, I'm that scared. Maybe I will. Oh! Okay, that was way worse when I flipped into it. There's no air in there, you gotta go. What?
All right. Not only does it have no air in it, there's also a hole right here. As you can see, I literally can fit my hand in here. There's a crevice exposed. This is already a lot worse than the Sky Zone trampolines. I am nervous. Okay, I'm gonna have to give this area a 1 star because it is super unsafe. There's no air in the airbag and the trampoline is dangerous. Let's go check out the rest of this park, but I am scared. All right, we just got to the super tramp area. Let's see how bouncy the trampolines are and let's see how good the padding is. I think I'll go first. And honestly, just looking at the trampoline, bro, is that 2 trampolines stacked? Is this gum?
Gum, bro, do you not notice there's 2 trampoline nets?
The 2 trampoline nets is actually for safety. So maybe it's actually safer than it looks, but the reviews said this thing is dangerous. So let me test it out, watch out. This is missing springs. There's literally none here. My foot or paw could slip straight through that. Okay, not gonna lie, this thing has some pretty good bounce, but we gotta see how bouncy this thing can get.
Oh my gosh.
I'm scared standing here. I can float.
I tried to go for the roof, but I couldn't touch it like I did at Sky Zone. So the trampoline's a little less bouncy and there's a gap there. I'm not sure if this is safe. You go. What is Bailey doing? Do you think it's bouncy?
I don't know. It feels kind of bouncy. I'm about to find out.
Oh my gosh. There is bad lighting in here, which makes it very unsafe for doing crazy flips. I'm gonna have to rate this super trampoline 1 star. And now it's time to go check out some other attractions. And if the first ones are already rated this bad, dangerous, and unsafe, it's only gonna get worse. We're now at the trampoline grid court, and we are gonna see how bouncy the trampolines are, how safe they are, and we're gonna see who can race faster. We're gonna go all the way down this lane and back. First one back wins. You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm going first.
You have to bounce on each trampoline, bounce your back off the wall, and then come all the way back. First one back wins. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know, that was pretty close, and these things are a little bit bouncier than they look. Let's see who can do the coolest trick. I'll go first.
All right.
You pick the
we go.
sketchiest spot.
I let that mic fall off.
That's it. Y'all know that was crazy. All right, come on.
That was weak. All right, here we go.
Whoa, not bad. All right, let's test the padding. Oh! Bro, I know I felt metal straight through that. Try that. Ah! You know what? After trying this out, I don't need to look any further. I can definitely say that this entire court gets 2 stars.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Jack.
And there's a couple other attractions we need to check out before we can see if Sky Zone or Urban Air is worse. Next up, we're gonna test the battle beam. And this thing already looks like it's been through its prime years because the mats are dirty, ripped, and this thing looks crooked. But nevertheless, we're gonna test it out. Are you kidding me? This is literally wood. This is like somebody's front door. This is so hard. I literally know I'm standing on a giant beam of wood. This is so bad. I wanna see you do a back 3. Dude, I'm not doing any flip on here. I'll try a cartwheel, but I don't even wanna land in this foam pit because it looks sus. Here we go. Woo! Good thing I didn't fall. I do not wanna go in there. You go, what can you do on this? You see how wobbly that is?
Oh, dude, that's definitely a balance beat. Yeah, I'll bruise my heel if I even try a backflip.
Yeah, you can't do any trick on this thing.
Oh, there, that was easy.
Yeah, all right, this thing is pretty bad. Overall, I'm gonna have to rank this 0 stars if I could, but I have to give it at least 1, so I give it 1.
Well, I don't think you can rank it until you actually try out the pit.
Ah! Woo! I just hit the bottom. That confirms 1 star. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that hurt.
The next thing we're gonna check out is this, and it looks like there must have been something that would spin and you had to hop in the middle. They took all the wipeouts out of trampoline parks. These are super dangerous and unsafe. But this still looks dangerous and unsafe because the inside of this place is actually so dark, I can barely see the ground.
I've never seen a pizza-shaped trampoline in my entire life, so I'm gonna have to give this one a higher rating than normal.
Before we rate it, let's see if we can do flips all the way around the wheel. Here we go, I'm scared.
Oh, sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that was crazy. It was so dark in here, I'm dizzy. That was actually a lot scarier than I thought. This thing's gonna get a low score. You go.
What? Think I can do that?
Yeah.
Looking at my Janet.
No way. No way. Ah, yeah. It's way harder than it looks. He couldn't even see the ground. That's why he just fell.
I'll try one more time. I don't want to give it a bad review. That was actually extremely dangerous because it's dark and I kind of rolled my ankle, but I'm gonna give it one more try.
I don't even know why this is an attraction in here. Send help. Come on, all the way around. Come on. Again. Okay, this place is so dangerous. I don't think anyone should use this attraction. They should just add caution tape to the front. Let's go check out the rest of the park. Come on.
I hurt my ankle. Help! Any employees want to help me out? You want to help me?
The next attraction we're gonna test and rate is the slam dunk basketball trampoline. All right, honestly, I've been on a bunch of these. I know exactly what it should have to be perfect. I'll go first.
You've been going first every time. It's my turn to go first.
Hey, let's see how good your dunk is. All right, before I give this to you, I just want you to know this is what comes with the basketball court. I mean, this is literally half foam. It's so dirty. It's not even a basketball. Is this even a basketball dunk or a dodgeball dunk?
I don't know, move.
But on top of that, it's so dark. I don't know how he can see what he's doing. Oh,
The red's not that bad, but there's one issue I had at the end. I overbounced just a little bit and I almost fell in this exposed spring crack. Wait, how deep does that go?
oh my gosh. This is totally unsafe, but I still need to go before I think we can see how many stars this gets.
Your turn.
Time to play ball.
He ain't gonna do anything cooler than me. That's it? Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, yours.
did you just hear that thing shake?
But that was huge.
Okay, honestly, this thing should get 0 stars. It's not even a basketball, but we'll give it 1 star. This might be the coolest looking thing in this entire trampoline park. So we're gonna test and rate this next, which is, I don't know, a Ninja Warrior obstacle course over a clear ball pit. This thing is crazy.
I'm gonna try it first, obviously.
Oh, all right, go on the monkey bars. Let's see how fast you can go. Go. Oh my gosh. This thing looks slippery. I don't know how Bailey is gonna do it. Are you gonna make it across? Some of the paint is even missing on this thing. Like, how are you gonna have grip if your hand just slips? How's the padding?
Bro, this is hard. These ones are kind of stiff.
Since my brother made it across, I wanna try this thing out. Ready? Here we go. Oh, this is fun.
It's hard.
Oh! Oh my gosh. I just fell in this ball pit, and honestly, that's not that deep. Didn't really catch me that well. I kind of hit the bottom. Can you make it back?
I don't think so. I'm gonna
Just try not to fall, because if you land in this pit, it's gonna hurt. This is expert level, and he made it. Oh my gosh, how was that?
Honestly, it was good.
We need to rate this from 1 to 5 stars, and based on my experience and how shallow the ball pit was, I'm gonna give it 3 stars.
I'll give it a 2-star.
But honestly, for this trampoline park, it was one of the best things. Now it's time to test all the reviews. The first review we're gonna test is from Aaron C. Quote, I saw kids getting double bounced into the walls, no safety nets or padding. One kid got slammed into a wall and no one helped. No padding at all where it should have been. End quote, 1 star. Guys, there are kids everywhere. And it looks like they're jumping on every single trampoline and they're double bouncing each other. This is literally chaotic, and there's no trampoline park workers over here.
I don't see a single employee around.
We need to see if there is padding everywhere and nets everywhere. And honestly, I do see nets pretty much everywhere, but look at this. Do you see this hole? If you landed in that, you have a 6-foot drop down to concrete, which is not good. Let's check the padding though, because clearly there are not nets everywhere. And right here, look, even more net exposure. They're cheap. They couldn't get enough of these bands to tie it everywhere. Come on.
You mean a zip tie?
Exactly. That's all they needed. All right, let's check the padding. Would you look at this? There's no padding.
Oh my gosh, the whole rail's exposed.
I can stick my entire hand back here. There's probably a monster down there, so I'm gonna pull it out. But yeah, there's not padding covering all the trampolines and there's not nets everywhere. So this review is definitely true, which is scary.
Yeah, that's extremely dangerous.
The next review comes from Haley B. Quote, they let too many people in the park. Total chaos, so overcrowded, we could barely move. It felt unsafe, end quote, 1 star. There are people everywhere, and we've almost trampled people.
Yeah, there are always people in the way when I'm trying to do tricks on the trampoline, which is definitely not safe, and no staff to say anything.
So Haley B's review is definitely true. They let so many people in here, I'm surprised the fire marshal is not here.
I definitely agree with that one.
The next review is from Stephen S. Quote, all the safety rules are posted, but no one follows them. Signs are everywhere saying no flips, but kids were doing triple backflips and the staff ignored it. Literally, this is so true. I just saw a kid do a flip right there. Literally, it says no flips.
Why is no one listening?
Yeah, no one's listening. Look, are you gonna do a flip? Look. Oh, look, everyone's flipping into the pit.
Oh, he's done.
And there's 4 or 5 of them on there at the same time, which is another rule you can't break. And there's no staff anywhere in sight because they clearly don't care. This review from Steven is definitely true.
I guess they care more about money than safety.
The next one comes from Heather F. Quote, they charged me full price, but half the attractions were closed. We came for the ninja course and dodgeball, but both were off limits and no refunds. End quote, 1 star. I could definitely see how you'd be mad if some of the attractions are closed and you paid for the entire park, and that happened to us at Sky Zone.
Yeah, it definitely did, but also we paid to play basketball here, and there was not even a basketball.
And clearly this review so far is not true because the Ninja Warrior course is actually open, but We need to go check the dodgeball court because they also mentioned that. Come on.
Whoa. Okay. Ow.
Dude, are you serious? This entire thing is exposed. I literally tripped on that by accident. So it is definitely unsafe, but the review said it's closed, and clearly it's not closed, but it probably should be from the amount of springs and how hard this is everywhere.
Dude, this is metal I'm sitting on feeling.
This is literally so bad. Maybe it was closed when they came, but they had to open it up because there's so many people in here and they needed to spread everybody out more. But honestly, this place should be banned. The reviews are getting worse and worse, and I'm extremely nervous to keep testing these. But the next one is from Bill A, quote, "This place is filthy. Trash everywhere, and the bathrooms were nasty. Sticky floors, used Band-Aids near the foam pit, and the bathroom looked like a gas station," end quote, 1 star. Now, I did go to the restroom already. I can confirm that is dirty. But Bill also said there were Band-Aids by the foam pit, so let's go look for a Band-Aid. Come on, hopefully it's cleaned up by now, especially after they left the review. We gotta check. Oh, ow! I almost thought this was a Band-Aid, but I haven't seen one in here.
Yo, is that one? Is that one?
Honestly, there's no Band-Aids in here. While we didn't find a Band-Aid, we can confirm that this place is disgusting. This is somebody's Hubba Bubba gum. That is more gum. And quite frankly, there is gum everywhere in this entire park. So that review is definitely true. It is dirty. The next review is from Megan H. And I am extremely nervous to read this, but nevertheless, we're going to. Quote, "Battle beam foam pit is shallow. Rolled my ankle as soon as I landed in the pit. You would think that for how much it costs to get in here, you'd be able to have more foam blocks in the pit. Ouch." End quote, 1 star. That sounds bad. I did jump in the pit and it was shallow, but I didn't test all areas of the pit. So we need to go see if it's actually true or false. This is the battle beam and foam pit. There are 4 quadrants we need to check. The front 2 and the back 2. Bailey, you get the front 2, I'll get the back 2. Come on.
Would love to.
Oh, it's kind of shallow. My turn. Ow! Definitely rolled my ankle. I don't even need to check that corner. So while I can confirm that the pit is shallow, I can also confirm that half the pit blocks are ripped up, which takes away from the squishiness. This pit is definitely bad, and that review is unfortunately true. All right, I think we've seen enough. After going to the 2 worst trampoline parks in America, I can definitely say that Urban Air is worse.
After testing out both of the most popular trampoline parks in the United States, I can definitely say that just because a trampoline park is bigger and more popular doesn't always mean it's the best trampoline park to have fun at. Both of these parks weren't as bad as the reviews said, but I've still been to some less popular trampoline parks that were better. Subscribe and I'll test another trampoline park.